Greetings, salutations. How y'all doing? I'm doing all right. Doing okay. I've been meaning to put up some videos, but I was gonna do a time lapse video with the Nikon D3200. I got a 128 gigabyte card for it, and I bought a timer so it would take photos so you could do the time lapse, because the time lapse isn't built into this camera. I tried it out. The battery hadn't been charged, but everything was working, so I took it back out. I deleted the stuff off the card and charged up the battery for the camera and had plans on doing it. I put the card back in, and now the camera says it can't use the card. I checked the laptop. The laptop sees the card just fine. I scanned it for security, you know, if there'd been a virus or somehow got on the card or whatever, and it said it's fine. So I don't know why this no longer reads the SD card. So that kind of sucks, because the other SD card I was using, it's only 8 gigs, but it only gives you 20 minutes. And that's not long enough to do a time lapse. So I'm a little ticked off because the card was expensive. Not super expensive, but I mean, it was an investment. And now I can't use it for what I bought it for. Although I can use it on the computer. Which, I mean, it's nice to have a 128 gig SD card to put stuff on, but that wasn't the point. So I wasn't too happy about that. I've been meaning to put a video up, but I had stuff going on. My dad's birthday, actually tomorrow's my sister's birthday. I had a dental appointment, and it just seemed like every time I went to go do it, something came up, or I just was uninspired, which seems to be a real thing for me right now. I am uninspired in just about every part of my life for some reason. I don't know what it is. The rare exception is, that's right, I got my Christmas tree up. Yep, sure do. Why? Because it makes me happy. I did get some, I don't know if I mentioned this in the videos, I was thinking of doing some soap carving, and if you follow me on social media on Facebook, you'll notice I posted my first carving of a face. The soap was too soft, so I heard a lot of soap carvers say ivory soap is better, but the problem, hold on for shaky cam, the problem with ivory soap is, this is the box. And I can actually show you. It's not great. Let's not all get all worked up about this. This is my first attempt at carving soap, but I did a little face, and it came out fairly well. But this is bigger than the ivory soap. I think my ivory soap is going to be too small for carving just about anything. But I'm going to try. So I'm bought some tools. Let's see, I got some, these are used for clay, but you're good for soap carving. And I bought some X-Acto knives to have, because I used a pocket knife on that first one that you saw me carve right here. Regular pocket knife. And it came out okay, but you can't get the fine detail in it. And so I got to work on that. So this was my first attempt. Smells good though. So I gotta do a little bit better on that. That's something I'm working on. Try to do that, and I really wanted to do some time lapse. That really bums me out. I can't tell you how much that bums me out. I don't know. I may have to get another SD card, which would really suck. But the 8 gig card that works in the camera just fine. There's no, and I changed the adapter that I had, because it's, you know, it's a micro SD card, so I got an adapter to fit into this, because it takes a full size SD card, and it still didn't work on that one, like I said, but it works on the laptop just fine. So I'm not really, I don't know, I got nothing. I do have a heart doctor's appointment tomorrow. Go in and see how my heart's doing. I'm sure he's going to tell me, you're not losing weight and stuff. Problem is, and this is another thing why I wasn't doing the videos, is over the last, I don't know, 6 weeks, thereabouts, I've been having terrible back problems. It started, I put the back out, and then it got better, and then I think I'd gone to Publix or something, and I don't know if I stepped wrong getting out of the car or what, but by the time I got done in Publix, my back was absolutely screaming. So I've been laying on the heating pad, and I can't really take anything for pain because of the pills I take for other stuff, except for Tylenol. And Tylenol has never done anything for me my entire life. It's just about as useless as can be. But I was trying to, you know, curb the pain, and the heating pad worked pretty good for it. But it still, I don't know, it seemed like I was getting better, and then I would do something, and it it would be a problematic thing that kept coming back for like 6 weeks. It was horrible. It really took the wind out of my sails. It made things tougher for me. I was already uninspired, and it's just, I don't know. I don't know. This is, besides the first part of the year when my fiance was here, which was great for the 4 months she was here, but of course that was when I went to the hospital and I couldn't do things with her, so that kind of took the wind out of my sails there. And then when she left, I couldn't really do much. And then, of course, I've still been looking for work, but I'm not having much luck with that. And, of course, the longer you're out of work, the worse it works on your resume because it looks like, what have you been doing for this now year and a half? And then you guys say, well, I've been looking for work. Well, why didn't anybody hire you? It's just, I don't know. And, of course, we're coming up on the holidays, Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. That's always stressful. So it just, I don't know. This has been a rough run for yours truly, is all I can say. And it's like that every time I have to get employed, it seems like it takes forever to find another job. It's always been that way for me. Even whenever a job gets done or a job ends, I always say, oh my God, here comes a long stretch of sitting around doing nothing, and it just gets to you after a while. It really does. But like I said, I was trying to get some time-lapse done, but maybe I'll just have to think of something else to do with the camera. I mean, I got this great camera, and I'm not really using it. Like right now, I'm using my phone. That was another thing. I got the S8. My dad got us the S8 Samsung phones this spring, April, I think it was. And I got the S8 Plus. What a piece of trash. The front and the back both have cracks in it. I've never had a Samsung phone crack. I mean, it's got Gorilla 5 glass in it, and I never drop these things, and I got a case on it. So, and it kept overheating, and I've had nothing but problems with it. It has been, unfortunately, the worst Samsung phone I've ever owned. So I ended up picking up a used Note 5, which is what I got here. The Note 8 is out now, which is a great phone, but I can't afford that. So I put my SIM card into the Note 5. I mean, I'm still paying on, well, we're still paying on the 2-year contract for the other one. So that's it. I'm just done buying phones. I'll just buy used phones and use the SIM cards and just pay as you go or something, because that's ridiculous. Brand new phone, cracked. And of course, I called up Verizon and they checked it and they ran stuff through it, and I rebooted the factory and it still had nothing but issues. But of course there was a recall, but not on the batch of phones mine was, of course. So I was like, no, I'm not even going to mess with it, because it was really stressing me out. So I just bought a Note 5. I had a Note 5 when they first came out, but I was on Sprint and I had problems with Sprint, so I sent the phone back and canceled my Sprint contract. I love this phone. I like having the stylus because it does some stuff for me. Yeah, it's not the fastest or greatest phone compared to the phones today, but it still does a great job, and I love it. Plus, I bought get it without making a mess here, a battery case for it. So when you plug this on, it's got a, I don't know, 4,500 milliamp battery on this. And of course, the Note 5 only came with like a 3,000. So if my battery's fully charged on that and I put this on, I can charge that phone one time completely and still have a little extra on it. So this is good if I'm going to be away from the house, because the Note 5 does eat the battery up more than compared to the Galaxy S8. So I will take that if I'm going to be gone for a while and use that. I also bought a wireless charger on my desk so I can set this phone right down on it and not have to plug a cord in, because that kind of wears the USB port out. But yeah, so I'm hoping to do a little soap carving. I don't know if I'll do a video about that. It depends. And I'm hoping to get the camera thing figured out. I was really bummed about that because I love time-lapse photography. And I love this camera. This is a great camera. But I'm trying to find something I can do to utilize it better. Because I don't make videos all the time. So when I do something, I want to make sure I'm using the camera I got. And the time-lapse would have been fantastic. I got the timer working and everything on it. I did a trial run and it all worked good, except for the battery and the camera hadn't been charged. My bad. So it stopped, but I don't know. I'll have to work on it. Still got the HF radio, but my antenna I got up is really not great for HF. It's just barely good for 11 meters. And locally, there's only channel that they talk on is 19. There's a guy on there that just goes on cussing and swearing and just, I can only listen to him for about 10-15 minutes, and then I'm like, I just can't do it. So HF radio is kind of on the back burner again. I do have a handheld 2-meter sitting over there, which I use to get onto the net. There's an 830 net every night, and I do get onto that one occasionally. But it's nice to have also during like the hurricane because you can listen to the 2 meter, get the weather. Plus that one's got FM radio built into it and a flashlight, so it's a great little 2 meter. But other than that, that's what's been going on. Just struggling along, really, just struggling along. Hopefully tomorrow the heart doctor visit will go smoothly. Won't have any more issues with that. And you know, between that and buying the pills that you got to take, and it's just constant expense is what it is, and it's getting old. It's just really getting old. Anyway, that's about it. I thought it was time to put up an update video. Like I said, I hate going so long between videos, but every time I try to do something, it seems like it works against me, and I end up making a video on the cell phone to get you caught up. I might as well just start making videos on the cell phone probably, but I really wanted to do the time-lapse one because there's been some real good clouds and stuff rolling through, and I think it'd be really fun. I always liked doing that before, and I've been trying to do stuff that I want to do to inspire me, to motivate me, to keep me going. It's like I said, I just been dragging. I'm unmotivated in just about everything, and it's not cool at all. Anyway, I hope you're all doing well. If anybody even bothers to watch my videos anymore, I know I'm so inconsistent, it's just ridiculous. But if you do watch the video, please leave me a thumbs up, leave a comment down below. I love hearing from you guys. I try to watch everybody else's videos and comment, but of course, as we all know on YouTube, the whole thing's kind of gone into crapper as well. I am over on VidMe, and I'll probably put this video on VidMe as well. If you go to VidMe, it's still KB1NYD. That's VIDME, VidMe. It's a pretty good service. I like it better than YouTube, but I haven't really put much over there because I haven't made much content. But like I said, I'll probably put this video on YouTube and VidMe. So depending on where you are, you'll watch this. If you're on VidMe, go over to YouTube and check me out, KB1NYD. And if you're on YouTube, go over to VidMe, KB1NYD, and check me out there. Alright guys, I hope you're all doing well. Enjoy Halloween if you're into that. I like Halloween. I don't do much for it, but I do like it. But as you can see, oh, it's Christmas tree. Yeah. I love my Christmas tree. Alright, I'll lie to you beautiful people in the next video.